Hi there, Amanda here. So today's workout is going to be a prenatal stretch workout. Now this workout is designed for pregnant women, but you can do this one even if you're a beginner or even as a postnatal workout stretch as well. So you can either do this one as a regular workout or you can add it on to the end of one of my other workouts and use it as an extended cool down stretch too. Make sure you have a mat. Let's get ready to go. Okay, so we're gonna stay seated to start. So we're gonna bring our feet straight out in front of us for a hamstring stretch. So we're just gonna sit up nice and tall, feet straight out, and take a nice big deep breath. And try and get it all the way into your belly. Notice I'm putting my hands on my belly. Big deep inhale. So when you take a big deep breath in, make sure that your shoulders aren't rising up. So you want to relax the shoulders. We're just expanding the belly. And then exhaling out. Let's take a couple more deep breaths. All right, so let's bring our feet a little bit wider, especially if you're getting a little bit more of a belly, you're gonna have to put your feet a bit wider. If you're a little earlier on, you would be able to have a bit more of a narrow position. So whatever's comfortable for you, we're just gonna reach forward. So you can feel that stretch in the back of the legs. And again, you really wanna keep those shoulders down. We don't wanna be in this rounded position. So if you are a little tight through the shoulders or the back, just round those shoulders back a bit and then lean forward into the hips instead of rounding the back. So sit up tall, hinge forward, and we're just focusing on the back of the legs at the moment. And again, nice and deep with our breathing. So once you get a little bit warmer, you can probably get a little bit deeper into your stretch as well. You want to focus on that big deep breathing because once you go into your labor, you're going to need that throughout the labor. One, it's going to help you through, and two, it's also going to help push out the baby as well. All right, let's bring it up a little bit. We're going to bring our feet together for a butterfly position. So we're gonna bring those toes together, heels together, and then just relax those knees. And the same as that last stretch, we don't wanna be rounding forward in this one. So just keeping those shoulders, pulling them back, keeping that chest lifted. And taking some nice deep breaths. Relax those legs. We're going to bring out one leg out to the side and keep that other leg bent. So you want to have your feet, your toes flexed up. And we're just going to hinge to the side. So this is a side reach, bringing that hand over to your foot. And then you can reach out with that other arm. This one feels really good all the way down the side. Especially with all that weight on the front, it feels pretty good. Now when you're pregnant, it's important to not overstretch it. So our body is obviously getting prepared for labor. So all of our joints are really relaxed. There's actually a hormone called relaxin. So it makes everything really loose. So make sure that you're keeping within a reasonable range that you're typically used to. It's very easy to pull tendons and ligaments and muscles, and you don't want to do that before labor. So gently coming up, we're gonna switch to the other side. So just be mindful of your range. Again, we wanna flex those toes, bring that hand down, looking at those fingers, pushing up through those hands and then reaching over. And again, we're just feeling the stretch here. So this should be like a relaxing one. We're not looking at doing any crazy major flexibility work. We're just nice little stretch. Maybe you're waking up the body in the morning. And bringing it down. All right, so we're gonna come into a pigeon pose. So for pigeon, we're gonna have one knee bent, and then that back foot, you want the top of the foot onto the mat. And again, you're just gonna have to adjust yourself, again, depending on how large your belly is. Just finding that comfortable position. So you can either hold it up here, or you can bring it down. My stomach's getting in the way a little bit, so I can't bring it all the way down. Forward fold position kind of puts a little pressure on your diaphragm and on your lungs as well. So if you're having a hard time getting a breath in, just bring it back up to that high position. Pull those shoulders down. And let's move it over other side. Bring that leg in. So we're gonna bend that front knee. Top of the foot and behind you is down. Again, finding that position. And again, you can bring it down onto those forearms, or you can hold it up here. A few more seconds on this side. All right, let's bring our hands underneath our shoulders. So you want to have your knees underneath your hips in this nice tabletop position. And we're just going to press those hands into the floor, into your mat, and round the back. Nice big rounded scared cat position, and slowly release. So make sure that you're not arching too much in that low back. We don't want to completely hyperextend the back. There's already a lot of pressure on the low back at the moment. So we're focusing on more of the rounding position. Giving that back a nice little break. Again, just relax. So we're just relaxing the back, not overarching. And then pushing into the mat again. And relax. All right, let's bring our toes together. And we're gonna bring our knees nice and wide. So as wide as you can comfortably do that. We're gonna sink those hips back and then walk your hands forward into a child pose position. And again, just adjusting those knees. So we're gonna walk your hands as far as you can. Rest your forehead on the floor and think about elongating your spine. So think about being nice and tall from the tip of your fingers all the way down your spine to your tailbone. Nice big reach. And again, making sure that we've got a nice steady breathing. Trying to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. That's it. Keep walking those hands away as you get a little bit more warmed up. Feel a lot of tightness in my shoulders today, so I'm sure my shoulders are a little bit tighter than my back. A few more seconds on this one. So from here, we're gonna curl those toes underneath as we bring ourselves back up into a tabletop position. So hands underneath shoulders and knees under hips again. So from here, we're gonna push our hands into the mat and then lift up those hips. So pushing that weight back. So you can feel that stretch in the back of the legs. You can bend one knee and slowly bend the other one so you can warm up those legs a little bit. Depending on how tight those hamstrings are. You can push into those heels a little bit. So when we're pregnant, we have a lot more blood volume going through. I can already feel a lot of the blood coming up to my head. So you can bring it down, kind of rest, let that feeling settle and go away, and then bring it back up. So just be very mindful about how you're feeling in the head. We don't want to be dizzy. Pushing back into those heels or as far as you can. Again, remember, you don't want to overdo it, so keep them within your regular range. So from here, we're going to walk those feet toward the hand or the hands towards the feet. I have to make my knees quite a bit wider to make room for my belly at the moment. So we're going to have a very, very slow coming up to standing. So again, you don't want to come up too quick. So you can put those hands on your legs, keeping those hands below those knees. Again, if you're feeling dizzy, just bring it back down to that hand and knee position. Nice and slow. Coming up to that knees. Start to straighten out those legs, straightening out your back. If you need to come up a bit slower than me, that's fine. Just slow it down. Nice big inhale, reaching up nice and tall. And then exhale, let those arms coming down. And again, big inhale. And exhale, let those arms come down. And one more, big inhale up. And let those hands come down. All right, let's bring those feet back underneath our hips. You can put one hand on your belly. The other hand, we're gonna bring it straight up and then a little lean to the side. So again, you wanna feel that all down the side of the body. So push that hand away as we reach over. You don't need a big lean. Again, just until you can feel that little stretch. Bring that one down, the other side, so reaching up tall. Exhale, leaning over. Let's do one more on each side again, so repeating that. So we're gonna reach up tall. Inhale, and then exhale, leaning over. Back down, and last time on this side. And bringing that down. We're going to get into our neck a little bit, so in this trapezius trap area. So again, keep your nice tall position. We're just going to drop the ear toward the shoulder, so make sure that you're not bringing your shoulder up. So we're pushing our shoulders down. And then we're just letting that head drop to one side, push away that other hand. So if you look in a different position, if you look at your shoulder, you're gonna feel that stretch move a little bit. So big fan-like muscle on the neck here. So when you change direction, you're gonna feel that in a different spot. So find wherever is your tight spot. Move that head a little bit so you can find it. Nice deep breathing into that area. side. So push those shoulders down, drop that ear. And it might be a different area as well from either side. So for me, this is actually the tighter spot than this one. The other side, it was more looking over my shoulder. We're not as perfectly symmetrical as we like to think. So again, just finding whatever is tight for you. One side might be a little tighter than the other as well. And gently release that one. So standing up tall, try not to arch the back. We're just gonna look up, lifting up the chin. Again, dropping those shoulders. And then just looking down. So it's just that little nodding position. Dropping the chin, relax the neck. And again, gently looking up. And slowly bringing it back down. Let's just do a little bit into our triceps, especially if you just finished a workout. That was an upper body one. So we're gonna bring up one hand and try and pat yourself on the back. It will depend on your shoulder mobility. You might be here, but we're gonna try and reach it here. At least aim for there. And you can bring up your other hand, holding onto that elbow if you like. Make sure that we're standing up tall. Again, we don't want to do that arching in the back. That back is suffering enough. So we're trying to stand up tall. And then just switching arms. So other hand on the back. And bringing those arms down. All right, keep those feet under your hips so you're nice and stable. Last little thing, we're just gonna take a couple of nice deep breaths again. So you can just either put your hands on your belly and relax your shoulders, or you can go back into that reaching up tall and then letting your arms come down. So whatever you feel like. Just take a couple of nice deep breaths in, big exhale out. Let's do 2 more. And there you go. So, hope you enjoyed your stretch today. If you'd like some more stretches like this, just let me know in the comments. Hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time.